do. I'm sorry, I just remembered. I came across one of those like other D&D people who do skits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what was it? If D&D was an anime, have y'all seen that? You have?
Is that just the
Was
D&D
that a
Beyond opening?
huh? Say what?
Is that just the D&D Beyond opening?
No. There's actually a video of a guy, one shot questers. But yeah, it's like I've come back and I will defeat you this time. Yeah, I'll attack 18, not definitely hit. You think you've won? I activate my trap card, Pot of Greed. It allows me to roll 2 extra dice.
But what does Pot of Greed do?
It's so dumb, I love it. But what does Pot of Greed do?
Damn food being food. How dare it. Almost done with micro sandwich. Okay. Anyone have any
For
questions?
those that wish to see. I would like to derail the entire train, killing everything impossible.
Excellent. Excellent. Roll me a D6, beat an 8.
Yeah. Wait a minute. One.
Joke's on you. I took the advantage. It gives me a +3 to all D6 rolls.
Yes, but don't forget you're also taking. Yes, but don't forget you're also at a -2 penalty for attacking such a large creature. Dang it!
I still laugh at the fact that the notable foe has a HP of -4.
That what?
If you look at the screen and you go to the bottom of it, you'll see one of the people who worked with Supervisor Lane, his HP is -4.
Are you still logged in as a GM? Because we can't see their hit points.
I shouldn't have GM on this.
Oh, the dolphin's back.
Oh, apparently it does have me have that. I thought
Oh,
that was
man.
gone.
It's unfortunate that I must put you in front of the board and demote you.
Oh no.
Okay.
I only
have
had
rejoined
to
us
try to
all.
fix things.
Also, people can hear me. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You dolphined for a second, but you're back.
Yeah, as soon as I heard dolphin, I was like, oh no.
Please, take back this power. I don't want this power.
Next time you log on, it should make you a regular person.
I've already rejoined as a player as well, once I realized it. It explains all the blood there, too.
No, the blood's there regardless.
It's triggered when the HP reaches 0.
And if that pog moves, it'll put more blood wherever the pog is.
Yep.
So because the pog is at that negative HP value, there will be forever blood wherever that pog is. Until it gets removed.
Well, I increased its HP value.
Random side note, I actually can't even control my own pog on this screen.
I don't think any of us can.
That is an affirmative. They're just there to look pretty.
Man, level 13 already.
I remember when I was only 8 level away. It felt like a century ago.
The fact that I see a random a bounty hunter up here already concerns me.
Don't worry. We don't have to worry about bounty hunters this time around. We only have to worry about cybernetic ninjas.
They are not my problem. Do not make them my problem.
They will be. They will be our problem.
They will be.
I refuse. Do not make them my problem, damn it.
There's nothing you can do, Eric. They will be your problem.
Then I will drag you to freaking 2077 and throw you in the fucking bay.
They're more electronic than Bahamut intended.
I'm 99% certain Bahamut doesn't give a shit about that, but
You know what? As long as not and none of them are named Raiden, I like our chances. Or if they don't talk about nano machines or memes.
Wait, hold on. Sons of the Patriot.
Don't you realize, Jack? It's the memes.
I refuse to get involved in you fighting Cyber Ninja. So you ask me for help. I just want you to know that.
Don't worry, it's just, the cybernetic initiative of the Lin Kuei.
Hey now, as long as they are not an evil faction, my god wouldn't give a shit. Which is kind of funny if you think about that. Because you'd think turning people into cyborg ninjas would be an issue. But if they do it in a lawful way, my god doesn't give a shit.
But what is lawful?
Willing volunteers.
Law.
But that is the law. But that is the law in a society that follows those ways. What if it is lawful for slaves to be turned into cybernetics? It is still lawful.
Well, that
Yes.
defines at the second access, which is good versus evil. Forcefully
good?
turning someone into that, even though they're a slave and it's perfectly allowed, it's technically evil if you're forcing it upon them.
That's
So,
fair.
no. If they have willing people doing it, or people who broke the law and that's their punishment, it's technically lawful and it's not evil.
Oh god, I sentence you to... For doing your string of murders, I sentence you to cybernetic conscription.
No, that's what we. No, he means becoming a servitor.
Mm-hmm.
You now are stripped of your free will and are basically a machine, a meaty machine.
A biological machine.
What are you, a meat machine?
Isn't that the third spin-off from Beast Wars?
Yes.
I think it was Beast Wars, then Beast Machines, then Meat Machines.
But yeah.
I will not dispute this.
There's two different things here.
Oh no,
Evil
no, no, no!
and lawful.
I get you. I get you.
And turning people into cyborg ninjas is not inherently evil, nor
Oh
is it
no.
inherently unlawful.
Oh no, I'm not disputing that. It's just that societies change and good or
Okay.
evil changes. Blah blah blah. But moving on.
Yep, I need to just open up my file that's called plot.
Yeah, that would be useful.
There we go. I now have plot. It is open. Oh, right. You did this in a different order. Okay, there we go. What is this? Oh, that. Okay. But yeah, what I press? Oh, I press the make sidebar early button. Because I know that's the button for that. Okay, any refreshers needed? Questions? Outside of, derailing the train, which, if you're on a train, it may happen. So...
I'm kind of curious why Keegan wanted to get a cannon car.
There's a... I was trying to make a Rangers joke. No. He's... At the moment... trying to be productive. Since that is essentially the, military defense car, he's wanting to keep an eye out for, you know, oncoming threats external from the train.
Oh yes, I believe this is our stop. I would like to get off the train now, but there's no place to stop. Nikos, what are you doing? Nikos, you can't open the door. Oh, okay. Nikos, no!
I ain't concerned about Nikos. There's only two people I'm currently concerned about in this entire thing. That is Kit Kat and this freaking spirit that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head.
Wilder.
And Wildberry. Those are the only two people I
And
currently
your
have
fake
more
dragon
concern
friend.
about. Well, everyone else is, I can guarantee, is a capable person. Wildberry is a horse spirit, currently in a metal box. Kit Kat as well. Kit Kat. At least that's where I stand. Ro will do Ro things, and Ro things generally work out.
Well, that's because Ro's a murder. There was more of him than there are of you.
In addition to that, you're currently with Wildberry, so I'm just going to sit here and just pay attention to Kit Kat get drunk and flirt with people. Because he's susceptible. He is very gullible when he drinks. And I can't just watch him to be taken advantage of.
Close enough for background music. Okay. And it seems like we are the final player count.
Seems to be.
Per usual, yes.
Okay. In that case, I believe I was heading over to the dining car with folks because Road needed a turn too.
Let's give her all the attention. Because if anything happens, I can just say Roe did it. And then immediately go back him up, as if it was our plan all along.
Oh, we
That's a Matt.
do have more people. Excellent.
No.
I was literally just about to settle in and relax and turn on some True Blood, and Sierra was like, "Yeah, no, we're gaming tonight. Remember?"
I totally did not say that.
I feel like the opposite situation is true, where Sierra was doing that and you reminded her.
No, I was literally about ready to turn on True Blood. I do not feel like getting my iPad right now, though.
Well, you're gonna need some form of computer, because stuff.
Yeah.
We got a train, we got ninjas, and you need a sheet regardless.
There's a hint of us fighting cyber ninjas, possibly.
Possibly.
Hey, Sierra. You had a question.
I don't want to hear the question. So I don't have to.
It's not gaming related.
Actually, that's
So Matt, you need a refresher?
They muted themselves. Because I think Matt's telling Sierra something. I don't know.
Personal things.
Righto.
I'm sure they'll be along in a minute.
Okay, well, I guess I will, print tab continue then. Meatballs get everywhere. Okay, in the dining cart, did I mention, like, last time that the person I was walking through?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do that. Okay. The masked woman walks in. Let me check your. Oh, why is it not listing the passives? There we go. That's right. Your passive is insanely high. Oh, that's new. Oh, I was impressed for a second.
I don't know what that was.
I was like, that's kind of cool. Oh, it's a glitch. Okay, you will notice that upon this masked woman entering and collecting a small bit of food herself, the uh, scaled person that had since moved on and was is no longer looking at Rosara, but looking at her with not a tasty with a with a different look than tasty on their face. You're noticing more of a sense of like wearing of unguardedness and scrutinization and assessment.
Well, I'm going to assess them right back.
You're
Oh, it's
assessing
the
the
back.
person that's assessing the ninja who just walked in.
Oh, I thought they were assessing me. No.
No.
They can assess other people just fine.
You look at me, I'm going to look at you and read lines of code.
All I can think of now is Bro as Hacker Man. I'm in.
He's a decker, of course.
I don't feel like Ro has the intelligence or the patience to be a dicker, but what do I know?
Hey now, some people can do crazy things based on intuition.
This is true.
I mean, look at those crazy space wizards with their laser swords.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm currently not on my computer. What did I miss? Besides the obvious of people trying to insight and people trying to hide the insight. Oh. Well then.
Yeah, I did not expect the critical.
Oh, it's a skill check. So there's that at least.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool.
I like how Shinobi has quotations around it, meaning they aren't a true Shinobi. That means they don't follow their ninja. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. As for that, so you don't mind people investigating other people. That being said, in terms of whether the shinobi is scrutinizing people, she has a mask on. How would you know?
I know.
Okay, you notice that the That the Skillfolk is looking a bit concerned at this person and is about to do something about it.
Like, start shit something about it?
Something assertive, maybe not to the point of aggression.
Hmm.
As walking, the person that had the Skillfolk that had just a lot of meat on their plates will set the plate down with its meat contents going down from 7 slabs to 3. They'll confront this person that's basically up here. You know, they're basically right next to you from where I'm seeing your positioning. Also, Rosara is showing signs of not feeling well.
Okay.
Which, considering what Rosara is, could be a bit odd.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess Ro isn't going to start shit. Shit's just going to start around him.
The metallic, muffled voice of the woman whose mask line anyway is at the person that's confronting them.
Wasted nat 20.
Okay, nice. 1 second, I'll get to
It's
that.
like, player knows what's going on, but it's like, okay, I can't react until the character figures it out. So.
Is there something I can help you with? I do intend to get to more of the other food. The person with the shield still slung on their back, unlike the token. The token's not the particular NPC is not battle ready despite the positioning of the token. There's something about you that looks like trouble.
I don't like you either.
I suggest you leave the dining car. Perhaps see if you can gain access to the crew's galley. I do believe that you not liking me isn't a crime or a violation of the train's ordinance. Unless you have something more exacting to accuse me of, I suggest that you step aside and allow me to be about my business. The scaled folk will just stand there for a few more moments, sort of looking at the other person over.
We are here, by the way.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Let's see. What languages does Ro know?
Not as many as Kami. Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Mogri, and Sylvan.
Okay.
Kupo.
So why not Draconic, Kupo?
I have no reason to speak Draconic, and I ran out of language slots, and I figured everybody always takes fucking Draconic. I take languages people don't normally take.
So when it does pop up, it becomes useful.
Draconic is also the language of pussies.
Well, Draconic is inherently, depending on the world settings, the actual language of casting spells.
It is.
Like, they're pussies.
And the language of pussies.
We stand by that.
I'm just mentioning that since Rope is a caster.
He is a caster, but he was a lousy book learning caster. He is a natural caster.
He learned the hard way.
I say he is a charisma based caster, like a sorcerer. His magic comes from within, not from book learning. Which is why anytime you see him doing a ritual spell, he has to actually pull out the book and go,
Okay. That being said, you hear the scale folks say something in a language that you've heard Amros and Keegan speaking before. You don't know exactly what's said beyond a short phrase. The woman slightly shifts her body language into a like 5% more guarded one. But what she'll say is, perhaps you're right, but I'm in a position to neither confirm nor deny. What I would be worried about, however, is your cargo if you think I'm a part of a group such as that.
I'm not getting this. These are treats that have to be earned.
Okay. With that and seeing that again, suspicion is not enough cause to start a ruckus, at least in the dining hall. The Scud folk will just return to her large plate of meat. Here, as for your deduction roll, you row. I believe are trying to deduce what was up with Rosara.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. First, I'm trying to remember where Ro has been in the world, aside from the Sky Islands.
Well, he's traveled a little bit of everywhere.
Okay. And that is an extremely high roll. Okay. Your suspicion from other things you've experienced is that there is nethicite nearby.
Okay, so which is all I was looking for, was confirming that what the player knew, so I could, wasn't metaing.
Okay. Okay, as for you, Kami, if Kami is still here,
Just took the call.
of course.
Never mind, speaking here.
Okay.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
It
Now she just took the call.
I'll call
it's
you.
freaking A.
Bye.
Or are you not going to take that one? She said she's not going to take that one. Go ahead.
Okay, we sure know?
Yep.
Okay. It sounds like a code phrase to you, if you remember the topic that brought up you making those rolls. Like a sign countersign kind of thing.
Wait, where are we at?
It's
We're on a
Flanagan.
train.
I know, but are we with Roe?
You have to decide where you are. Everybody broke up into different cars. Right now, you guys are hanging out in cargo because you weren't here.
Well, I'm wherever the ninja people are.
There's
They're in
many
multiple
of them.
places.
Yeah.
It's not time to eat yet.
Since
Don't
me and
bring
Kit
me
Kat have
your
the only first class tickets, we're enjoying the nice food.
Hold on, how much is the first class ticket?
They were given to us. We did pay for them.
12. Yeah, but I took over one of the first class rooms.
The first class tickets, if you want to buy your own ticket and go through that rigmarole, is 1,250 gold.
Oh, that's nothing. Yeah. I would like that.
Okay. You will need to put things like, to get a first class ticket, name, form of address, preferences, things of that nature.
Yeah. I'll pull it all in, honestly.
Okay.
Well, honestly being Thomas DeRoe, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
Where? Alright, so the ninja people, the two ninja people split up.
Right now, one is in the dining car, and the other is moving from the sleeping car into the dining car.
Grab my fucking sock again. And then I will nurse you back to health. So if you do something bad, I'll beat your ass again. So one's in the dining cart and the other one's where?
Transitioning between the sleeper car and the dining car.
Well, I'll be in the dining car since he's like, coming back in or whatever. And so I know that it's some type of code. Can I sit there and try to figure out what type of code it is?
Well, it's not a cipher. It sounds to you like it is a specific phrase that
The
has...
eagle flies at midnight. Something like that.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing of it's like it'll have meaning to them depending on the answer. It's a sign countersign.
Oh, okay. So they're saying it to people as if looking for someone.
That would be a good summation, yes.
Okay. And then what about the other role?
The other one asks the same question, just phrased a little bit differently.
No, not the other one. The other role.
Ah.
Right here.
Did that son of a bitch just take my sock?
And that is why Titan would be the road.
No.
No, but what did my other role get me?
Considering what it rolled, it will get you silence.
Was it a horrible roll?
15 investigation, 9 wisdom.
Oh. Can I try to get closer so I can roll again?
Not at this time.
Okay, can I use a card to reroll?
If you want to use a card to reroll, sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't play the card for you.
Make them pop up for you if you want.
Don't you do it, Matt.
Though hanging on to those cards may be of more use to you.
But I still, here we go.
That was DM for. There's probably nothing actually there.
Yeah, we'll just use that one.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, so they're really- Why are you being so good?
Probably because you left her in that hellhole all day. She's probably like, if I'm not good, he's gonna drop me off here again.
You should
Matt,
try
really
that.
well and keep calling for me. I need to bring you guys.
Okay.
That's why I have to be work.
Oh, yeah. I just
Oh,
realized.
okay, so it was planned.
Oh,
Okay, then feel free to re-roll since I see the card on the field.
ready re-rolls. Nat 20.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Now roll the other one, because no, that's right. You only which one did you re-roll? The wisdom or the investigation?
The wisdom, I don't really care much about the investigation. I rolled it because in case it was a cipher, because it sounded like it.
What?
But
Okay.
I can wait to re-roll investigation. I'll just keep an eye on them. And if somebody responds and they finally decide to interact with that person, well then, I might be intrigued. But until then, nothing. You ain't slick, fat ass. I see your ass over there. It's not time to eat dinner yet. I feel like Titan is mean when I smell bacon.
Echo will forward.
You only make enough for yourself.
Ain't 5.
Okay.
I have one.
We'll see how I'm feeling. That's what you can do.
Okay, I am sending you a whisper.
Alright. Come on, boy. Good boy. Move it so it doesn't knock it down.
Why don't you take them over there? I'm done with them.
That's okay, I'm doing. I didn't know what your trick was.
You were finding them delicious.
Then all you went was to beat the food out my hand.
Thanks.
You said you're sending me a whisper?
Yep.
He's typing now.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it just didn't go through the computer. It's lagging. Look at this. I finally used a card.
I know. It only took us.
It hasn't been a year, has it?
Well, technically, we had cards in the game before this. I don't think you ever used one in that game either.
I used one, I think. Was it yummy? Was it yummy? Yes. Yes. You're lucky I'm not spoiling you. You're lucky I'm not spoiling you.
Just because brother got one.
That boss could not stop staring at my boobies today. She said, wow, you have them out today. Full force. She said, is somebody sexy coming by? Didn't like it.
She hasn't
Okay.
decided what it is yet.
Sent you Dust Whisper.
It's literally no. Last time I didn't eat it right away either. I think she's depressed.
But you did defer the hell of a lot of the candidate. He probably does feel some kind of way.
Who's a good girl?
I'm responding to that question.
What was that?
No! Come back here, you little thieving rascal! Come here, baby. Here. Give you one. You're gonna eat it faster than your brother.
Okay. It sounded like you said you were responding to something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're at the
Hold on. It didn't fucking go through. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I'm thinking.
At the moment, they have continued to walk on by. Rosar is feeling better. Thomas, what are you doing since you've joined us on the train? I'm wondering where you want to be at the moment, the kind of people you want to talk to. You can look around the map if you'd like.
There you go.
How long are we on the train for? Like, how long are we anticipated to be in the route?
A day.
A day? 24
Oh my
hours?
god, does Sammy be in the animal cart? I couldn't keep Sammy with me.
They're not gonna let a lion walk through these tiny ass hallways.
It's
But
more
he-
of a matter of he can't fit.
He emotionally supports me.
He can't fit, literally.
That's alright, he's very good at pouncing on the seat.
Sorry, my map. Yeah.
I messaged you, David.
Yep, I saw it.
Fancy your map.
This is part of the reason why I actually haven't leveled up a Draco Knight class yet. Because if I level it up, Keegan will get large. And then I can't... That'll be harder to deal with.
Okay. Thomas would probably be... What is the cannon car? Is that
It literally has cannons in it in case there's any aerial corrupted that come on by.
That's lovely. What time of day are we at?
It would still be the morning.
Okay. Like how early? Like the sun just rose.
If I remember correctly, you guys got there then.
I think the train was supposed to leave at 10 or so.
Yeah.
So it's 10 in the morning.
I think we've been on the road for a little bit, so it might be close to like 11 or noon.
But yeah.
If it's about noon, I'd be in the first class dining car, having my first class dinner. First class lunch.
So you would be with me at Kit Kat. Got it.
Yeah. Look at you, Kit Kat there.
Yeah. Kit Kat has a first class ticket.
Oh, good. Did he buy it himself?
No.
No,
Oh.
the two of us got it, had it given to us.
How was it given to you?
Kisa got one for herself, and then she wasn't able to make it.
Oh.
And then, but she bought a extra one that, since she wasn't able to actively hand them out, who knows who it was supposed to go to.
Because the names on them are like anonymous, like code name kind of thing.
Oh. That's great.
Like
The
person.
first class room, since there's 2 beds in each first class room, does each bed get a ticket?
Technically, you're supposed to, like, like if both beds are to be occupied, it's generally a pair of people with with tickets. But technically, if you have a first class ticket, you could theoretically just but it's supposed to be meant for family or couples or whatnot. So instead of having a bajillion configurations, it's just 2 beds. If you have 2 first class tickets, the tickets that are going to be assigned to the same room. There you go.
Okay.
So Kit Kat and Amros are going to be sleeping together. Is what I got from that.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 beds in the first class. I took Kit Kat, made him go sleep with what's his face, the dragon, and then
You're going to sleep with Amros.
No, God no. I have standards.
Amros and Kit Kat's bunks together.
Yeah, they bunk together.
Their ticket was bought together.
There were 2 first class rooms. So I'm making them go sleep in one of those first class rooms together.
Oh, did they buy 2 rooms, or was it going to be bunking together?
They were originally in 2 separate rooms, but due to the request that was made, he's going to stay in Amoros's room. Because Amoros has a key to the room. I mean, there's nothing magically stopping you from opening the door and letting more than one person in.
Well, she's wondering if there were 2 rooms so that she could have her own room.
Yeah, there are multiple first-class rooms.
Okay.
Yeah. I kick Kat out, make him go sleep with, what's his face, and then I took over the room he would have had.
Okay.
Ah, come on. I know I can never here.
Now that I have an idea of where you are, I'm just gonna say, okay, is Ro reacting or anything like that to the fact that there is someone with another site in the area, and there seems to be some suspicion going on?
He's
Or are you just
suspicious.
kind of
He's on guard because I'm under the impression Nethicite doesn't just normally go wandering around like this. Even within the nation it's from. But he is not going to start anything. He's just, I'm going to keep an eye on this shit.
Okay.
Because they may have a legitimate reason for being here, but it makes me wary.
Okay. Freaking it's a part of the token, not the bio. There we go.
You just let me know when you get that. I am confused by your words.
With your exceptional pet. Wait, what was that? What was that, Sierra?
She's confused by your words. You said let her know when you get to that.
What you sent me, I'm confused.
Which one?
Void, as in ignore.
I found it, so it could be Titan.
Okay.
It wasn't on the
Wait, after I gave you, you had the whisper you sent. That was a correction. So what I originally sent you for the wisdom roll, you can ignore, since your use of it was different than what I was recalling.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Alright. And when it's time, can I try to dissect?
Are you far away from the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cooking.
She's cleaning up dog poop.
Okay.
And
So
she's
I can only kind of hear you, which is why I'm trying to
That's it,
discern
yeah.
what it is you're doing.
The mic's only picking up about every 3rd word.
What did you say again, Sierra?
I was asking if after some time I could do it again.
She's asking if after some time if she could roll again. Yay, nay.
If she could roll again after some time,
Yeah.
Like,
I
whenever-
suppose.
Whenever it's an appropriate time for her to reroll.
Yeah, if you're talking about for the first thing I sent you, yeah.
He said the first thing he sent you, yeah.
Yeah, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I wanted to re-roll for that so that I can get that information.
Yes, she wants
Okay.
to be able to reroll so that she can get that information. But
Then
no guarantees
yeah,
of that.
if it's yeah, you could roll for that, yeah. as a matter of fact, you could roll for it in a few moments, because
Okay.
Ro, while she is getting food, you and your incredible hazard perception is able to pick up a bit of conversation that she is having. Uh, it's and you're only really picking up this part just because of the oddity of the question. And what is your opinion of the Night Wings during this time of year?
Oh, weird. Okay, hangs up anytime I leave. Okay.
And your phone.
Yeah.
That sounds such like a code phrase.
Yes, it does.
That's cop's don't want to knock that up.
You'll hear the response of, oh, I hear that they're going south. The woman in the helmet. Well, I just find interesting. Interesting. Why don't we talk in the next car over? And with that, the two people will head over to the next car.
Okay, my money on Night Stalkers attacking or Nightwings attacking has gone down.
Okay. Kami, when you have a moment, considering the phrase was said again, you could.
Did the guy respond, and then they both get up to walk to the next cart? Because if that's the case, then I don't need to roll. Because somebody spoke the code, so now I'm gonna go follow them.
Okay, well, if you're going to follow them, you will find that they're going into the sleeping car and one of the bunk rooms. Let me just try to actually be about here. Okay. They are in a. They're in one of the sleeping bunk areas. Much smaller than the first class area. Middle of the car, north room. Are you intending to follow them to the room?
Yeah, and I mean, I'll go in and be like, oh, my apologies, but I'll stay in and maybe. Oh, what language will we say? And hope that maybe I don't speak English.
I guess I was just.
Before you get too far ahead, when you reach for the door, well, like when you're approaching their particular door, there is. Are you actually at a computer so I can show you images, or are you still like away?
Yeah, I'm at a computer.
Okay. This person. Will speak up in a bit of a projected whisper. It would be unwise for you to open that door.
Is that what he says?
Yeah. It would be unwise for you to open that door.
And that's the door to the bunk, right?
Yeah, it's a door to the bunk that the two other people went in. The people you were following.
In which case, then I will reply in a bizzle that I don't understand what he's saying. And I will make myself look like I'm confused.
Okay. The person will respond in kind, though still in a whisper. Apologies. The door which you are trying to enter should be closed to you, as it is not yours. They say in a bizzle.
Oh,
Yeah, Tommy's gonna look a little shocked for a second because he's gonna be like, "Whoa, this is the first time it's never worked." And she's gonna be so flabbergasted. But you know what? Now what she's gonna do is she's gonna try and talk to him in a bizzle while also trying to eavesdrop on the conversation in the room.
oh, multitasking.
I'm a woman. It's a natural trait.
There's nothing wrong with it. You can get a +4 bonus. It's an even bonus.
Okay. Okay. While you're doing that, and I will need a perception roll if you're trying to multitask like this. Row. You still just kind of being on guard at the moment, and that's about it.
I have no. Based on what I have seen so far, I do not believe I have a reason to get involved further currently.
Okay.
Because I just saw some people saying some shady shit on a train dressed like, fucking Ninja Gaiden. I mean,
Okay.
this is Final Fantasy. That's not sketch at all.
I'm more trying to keep you well because I remember last time
Yeah.
you kind of were off to
I
the
see some
side.
ghosts wandering on the train. I'll worry, but
Okay. Before I get back to you, Kami, Thomas, Amaros, and Nikos. What are you wishing to do? Thomas, I seem to remember you wanting to get a first-class dinner in the first-class car in this first-class train.
Yeah, I'll probably sit with some. Is there anyone who looks particularly wealthy on the car? In the car?
Well, I can show you some images. There, damn, that's some nice perception. There's this person paired with this person at the same table. The table that Amaros is, not Amaros, Sasha is sitting at has this folk, this woman, and this elderly looking fellow.
Okay.
The table to the right of Amaros has this like wealthy from a I adventure around standpoint elf looking guy. And the table to the right of Sasha has a somewhat older, noble looking woman.
Okay.
And of course there's Amaros, which looks expensive because he has plate on. Actually, no, wait, it's not plate anymore, is it? It's
still the Genji armor.
it's Genji armor.
Thomas will sit down with the couple at the first table
Okay.
and promptly pull out a deck of cards and start doing shuffling tricks, just kind of killing the time, and be like, you guys play poker? Or whatever the equivalent game is in this world.
No, I don't play that particular game. That's for
try it on the other hand.
that's for other people to play. However, if you're in for a much more interesting game, I can certainly oblige. And she pulls out her own cards. The style of cards looks like the same kind of cards that you've occasionally seen Row with.
Okay. I'll bite. I'm always down for a good game.
Dear, hand him your deck.
Whoa. Typically wait till the evening time to start whipping out our decks, but
I do apologize. It is a rather slim deck, but I'm sure it can accommodate you.
I don't discriminate.
The man gives her a polite side eye. And I'll hand you over a deck that is sealed in a it's a metal case, though it is covered covered by a velvet material, and it has a magnetic latch.
Interesting. I will.
I do expect it back. It is rather expensive.
Of course. If there's any damages, I will send my cohort to come pay them.
I see you're a man of class.
Of course. First class, actually.
When you pull out the cards, each card is in a card protector.
This bitch playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's basically what you're playing, is whatever this world's equivalent is.
Hey, at least it's not Blitzball.
The Magic the Gathering. It's for the rich and wealthy now.
They're both rather rich and wealthy.
That being said, since you are
Heaven forbid you try to play Pokemon, my god.
Since you are well versed in various forms of gambling and games, you do recognize off the bat that the deck you are holding is worth at least, like, as you start thumbing through the cards and shuffling them, are at least, or the deck as a whole is at least worth 15,000. Using this deck would grant you advantage due to the quality of cards that it contains.
Okay. Let's dance.
Just the fact that I'm in this room, I feel like my eye would just twitch while he's looking at these cards. Just knowing it's him.
I can admit, Thomas does not make his living stealing. He plays
I've
people
always
fairly.
been interested in money.
Being interested in money and playing a fair game of chance, where I control the odds a little bit.
That's not a fair game of chance, now is it?
Not my fault. The odds are on my side.
It's not a fair game of chance if the player can call a mulligan.
I wasn't saying that I expect you to steal the cards. I just said I feel like my eye would twitch just a little bit when I see you doing this, because I know you.
Now, good sir.
Yeah, exactly.
What spoils would you be interested in for this bout, or is it just for fun?
What was that?
What spoils are you interested in for this bout, or is it just for fun?
Careful.
Oh.
They'll determine the rules now, and then they'll just start spreading over the continent like herpes, and you get all these really weird variants.
I know.
Queen's rules.
God damn it!
I feel like I'll just.
Trying to see if I'm carrying anything.
Ah.
Oh, I really don't actually have anything very valuable on me today.
Do you have your standard bit of equipment on you?
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, she will pipe up after a moment if it looks like you're kind of thinking. That pistol you have is quite unique looking. I would most certainly like a chance to have it sitting on display in my living area.
Go tell Papa. Go tell Papa. Papa's the one trying to burn the house down.
I believe they're experiencing technical difficulties.
You say technical difficulties. I believe it sounds like they're experiencing animal difficulties.
Mammalian difficulties?
Animal difficulties? That is my foot, not your bowl.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were like, what?
So he backed up into me. I was like, what the...
Okay, what are we doing?
I noticed that rather unique looking pistol that you have. I would most enjoy it as a display piece in my living area.
Oh dear lord.
Oh.
It has begun.
Somebody remembered to visit the Moogle before this, right? Just in case he screws up, so we don't have Thomas standing there in combat, and all he can do is punch.
For you. Thomas can literally use anything as a weapon. So.
Good thing we have all those chair legs.
Exactly.
Plus, I have a backup pistol.
Hold up. He says he can use anything as a weapon. He has to use a chair leg.
Yeah, no. That's why I always have chair legs re-roll.
You still have some, and you would.
Sure. I'll put my gun up. What have you got in return?
Something of equal uniqueness. She'll be thinking for a few moments.
Don't you start.
And
Got
then,
any Dawn Stars?
what was that?
I said out of character, Thomas. Got any Dawn Stars?
The man
No,
with
give me half an hour.
the man will speak up. If you don't mind, darling, I do have a thought. And she'll look around him. The necklace that Grandpapa gifted you, I believe would be of equal value to this object here. She
May
gives him
I?
a look for a second. Well, to be honest, I didn't like your grandpapa that much anyway.
I didn't like him anyway.
Well, fuck you too.
His nose will kind of wrinkle as if he's trying to hold his expression in place.
I'm trying. I guess it would be insight, but I don't feel like Thomas is gonna. I'm not gonna waste time doing an insight check just to see if there's a.
She'll reach into a rather decorative side bag and bring out a bronze chain. In each link is a small emerald instead of it just being empty air. That leads to a large red diamond.
Ooh.
There is there's a mechanical linking clasp on the back for one to actually wear it, and she'll put it down on the table.
Thomas will ask, "May I?" Gesturing like he would like to pick it up and look at it further.
Oh, certainly.
Okay. I will roll an insight, I guess, to try to figure out how much this thing is worth.
I don't think that includes appraisal. I'd say they actually put that under investigation or just intelligence.
I was thinking investigation myself.
Okay, investigation. It's all the same. Thomas at this point. Not 20!
Oh!
So 22 in total.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
estimate the value of a precious object is under generic intelligence check.
Okay.
Well, either way, that was a nice high roll there.
22, either way.
Okay.
I rolled 1 million.
Oh, where's it?
We'll catch up eventually.
Page. 130. So, having to snag the price right quick. There we go. Okay. It is worth between 9 and 12,000.
Done. Pretty sure my gun is not worth much. I actually don't know how much my gun is worth.
I believe yours is a +1 weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's rare.
Yeah, no, that's uncommon.
That's uncommon. Okay.
So. Sweet. Let's do it.
Yes. Let's.
Was her name always Lady of Cards?
She had never introduced herself.
I know, but that is very, very interesting that her pog's name is Lady of Cards. Sierra, I'm concerned.
I think you found the official card shark.
Uh-oh. Yeah. If she's an official anything, be afraid.
Official Wunderkind.
Yeah. I some of us can tell you what happened the last time official popped up.
Well, it nearly resulted in party meltdown last time I remember official popping.
I don't know about meltdown, but nearly got Maria killed.
I felt really it did get her killed. You guys just had Phoenix down.
I had new hires, and they were like, "Where should we go eat?"
Okay.
I also found out that if you go to Sushi King at lunchtime, you can request the dinner menu.
Okay.
I didn't know that before, and I've eaten very sadly on the lunch menu.
Deception is a part of gambling.
Okay.
And do you have any gambler abilities that come into play here? I seem to remember you actually do have an ability that pertains to.
Yes, sir, I do, but I was waiting for you to explain the rules before I pulled out my abilities.
I think the rules are you roll dice.
At
At least that's what it was last time.
Higher deception score?
Yeah, it would essentially be a deception off. Though, if you have any abilities that pertain particularly to gambling, I was going to give you particular perks since I think you have.
Diamond.
Okay.
And I do not have to actually spend luck points on this.
Okay.
This is one of the few abilities that I don't have luck points. Guys,
Because
Yeah. What?
it just cut off.
I am not using physical cards here. What I will do then is allow you to add a. I'll you add a D6 to your roll.
Come on, baby. Not great. Do I want to? Do I want to? Do I want to? Yeah. How lucky are we feeling? Yeah, we'll burn a luck point on this. Why not?
Okay.
Just because.
Why are you doing that? Omaros, is there anything you're doing in particular, or just kind of sitting around still keeping an eye on Meowmix, on Kit Kat?
Keeping in mind.
There hasn't been anything going on yet. Thomas is being Thomas, so I don't have to worry about him. Until he tries to take people to the bedroom, and then I have to be concerned. Keegan will tell me if anything happens. Although, if anything happens, I'd probably know at the same time.
My dice did not want me to win this.
Okay.
I still need time to think.
Okay. In which case, while you are thinking, the conversation that Joshua is having is turning to thoughts as to what's going on in the banking car, as there does seem to be a notable amount of guards that seem to be that are positioned in the car. I'll get to that in a moment. Nikos, are you and Wildberry wanting to do anything in particular, or just kind of sit in the standard car after after the strange masked woman left and your arm got kind of wonky?
He'll stay put for the time being. If there's trouble, he will hear it.
Okay.
He will sense it, that kind of thing.
We don't go looking for trouble. Trouble comes to us.
Pretty much.
Okay. In which case,
And Nikos is a big guy. He knows he is very not as stealthy as most are.
in that case, you will see a group of 4 Solon guards leave the bank car. They look a bit weary, weary rather, as if they've been on guard for a while.
Anything that catches Nikos's military kind of eye, like, it doesn't seem like a right uniform or anything like that, or behavior.
In that case, that sounds like for the behavior, I would need an insight. Insight. Shoot, what was it called? Intuition.
Insight.
Okay. Insight roll for the uniform. I would need I'll say an investigation. Okay. Their uniform looks okay from the standpoint of it doesn't look like any kind of fabricated outfit, though the decorum is slightly off, as if they've had to adjust it a couple times. Looking at them, it looks like they've been on shift all the previous night. And part of their tired looks about them actually comes from a underlying sense of fear.
Getting very annoyed with this. I want to be able to use my phone.
Did you catch that, Nikos?
Yeah, I did. I'm mulling it over, like, okay, what do I do with this information?
As you're mulling it over, Tomas, let's see how you fare against the Lady of Cards.
Oh, goodness. Oh, no. I lost.
Bye-bye, gun.
Actually, question. Wait a minute. Didn't, for Matt's sake, didn't you say that he would get advantage with the cards?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
Yeah, it was an account.
you didn't factor in advantage with that deck?
What?
You didn't factor in the advantage from the deck?
Oh, no, I did not. Shit. Hold on. Hold, please. With advantage, do you re-roll both dice?
Well,
Just
no,
each
you
one.
just roll an extra die and take the highest.
Well, yeah, I know, but I had the D6 from the...
No, this isn't like proficiency dice. It's a bonus die.
Cool. Uh, 31.
You got a hero point?
Card.
Yes!
Counter card.
I'm sure I
Trap
have a hero
card.
point. I don't ever use hero points. I have to have a hero point. I do. 1 hero point.
So that's a D6.
And I have to get more than 1. 6! 37.
Card. Counter card. Trap card. Counter trap. Trump card.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You were the
No one
trump
had...
card.
What was that?
You were the trump card. After a quick bout, she looks for certain like she is going to win, and she very nearly did, until quite surreptitiously, the card you needed came in your next draw.
Thomas is going to smile when it turns over.
She'll frown. I guess it wasn't as slim a deck as I had thought. Congratulations.
My grandpa's deck only has pathetic cards, Kaiba.
Thank you.
Yay! Advantage.
Would you care to attempt again and double the wager with the existing bids?
What are you going to put out here?
Well, considering the amount that we would then be dealing with, which I'm sure a man such as yourself can cover.
What was that?
considering the amount we're going to be dealing with, which considering a amount as yourself, I believe you'd be able to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Recommend these two things. There we go.
It's only questionably legal, but I got us a pair of mortal slaves.
I'd be willing to put up a modest guest house I have on the second level of Cardinal.
Oh!
That should be around 5-ish thousand. I'm afraid it's not much, but it's something at least. Forgive the value. The real estate, I believe, would effectively increase the value for the purpose of this wager.
I will put just the necklace up against that. I could not see parting with my gun over a 5,000 gil property.
Very well then.
Papa didn't raise no fool.
Let's see if your skill triumphs again.
Alrighty, let's see. Really not. I'm on a hot streak tonight, Sierra. I should be playing the lot. Why can't this ever happen when I'm like playing lottery buying lottery tickets? That's Nat 20 plus deception plus that D6.
I was like, it's Nat 20 by itself don't mean shit.
Okay. Well, despite her fabulously high skill, Fine, here's the key.
What was that?
Fine, here's the key. You have won fairly.
Oh, thank you.
Darling, I do bore of this game. If you could retrieve your deck and we could enjoy our meal with this fine gentleman.
I will. Thomas will hand the deck back to the gentleman. It's been my pleasure. Let me buy the first round of drinks. Joking, of course, because we're in the first class cabin, so the drinks are free.
Yeah.
I don't know, with this country, I wouldn't be so sure.
A rich humor.
No. They only charge the poor people for drinks. And they make them pay for the rich people's drinks. That's the way it works on the airlines.
Wait, so you're on a train. You're dealing with Amtrak, not the...
That's true. And at least in business class on Amtrak, you have to pay for drinks. What is that? Oh, is that...
Building 2567, level 2, section 1, Cardinal.
Okay.
You just rolled the address.
Oh, see, the Den of Sin on the map actually has an address as well. I just hope I remember the nomenclature correctly, or else I have to make an adjustment.
Hopefully, that's not the section that's going to fall down later on in the game.
Oh, that would be sick. If the property that you owned up above fell on the property you owned below.
Oh. The GM and I would have words.
The base value of the house is 2,500, though of course it's been decorated by a rich person, so its actual value is higher than that.
I love that the necklace is worth more than the house.
Well, that tells you about this country's priorities.
Really, I think that would tell you about the necklace. Okay. Okay.
Can you send the right up to the necklace as well?
Okay.
So I can put it in my inventory, please.
You ready me to give you what so you can put it in your inventory?
The necklace.
Oh, like, do you want a name for the necklace? Is that what I'm hearing?
I just need to know the value.
Oh.
Never mind. The value of it, so I can sell it later.
You were estimating between 9,000 and 11,000.
Thank you.
Yep. Omaros, some of the conversation you're picking up from what the people the Kit Kat are talking to. The couple of the rumors of what is in fact being contained in the bank car. There are thoughts ranging from a captured fallen
What is Regal?
to to
I don't think
a,
Keegan would let me just sit around doing nothing if there was a fallen on the train.
I'm pretty sure Kami would be puking her guts out too.
That too.
to another thought, which is a excuse me, which is a artifact from the a pre-calamity artifact. The theory that goes along with this is that there was something found within the Ustrina Empire that is being shipped to obviously somewhere. That's the rumor anyway, and Kit Kat finds it to be a much more believable rumor, and is trying to discern through conversation, like narrow down what it could be.
I'm gonna lose interest in this conversation, and I'm not worried about Thomas because Thomas is just being Thomas. I guess I will take the time to go check on Ro.
Okay. That'll require you to pass through the sleeper car, which means that you'll get to see the follow-up with Kami.
Ro just sitting there playing cards with his bunny.
I'm still going to continue unless something happens.
Something very well may. So Kami, you were listening, you were listening through the door as the ninja guy here was talking to you. Is she nearby?
What?
Is Kami's player nearby?
Kami's player is nearby.
Yes.
Just trying to vie for our attention.
Hey, out her ass.
Okay. You will hear through the door. It's good to know that at least some of our group did make it on board. I was afraid that it would just be, well, the pair of us. There'll be a more masculine, less helmet metallic tinged voice responding. Yes, well, some of us had to dress a bit more normally. That being said, have you been able to find out if the cargo is in fact what we think it is? With that, the ninja that was able to speak to you in Abyssal will again say in Abyssal, your feet, they should continue to take you away from that door.
Oh, well, when he stopped me and talked in Abyssal, I would have turned all my attention to him and turned my body to the door. I would have stopped trying to go in and would just I would move to be in front of him.
Well, he is not in front of that door. If you want to move in front of him, then you would not be able to really eavesdrop.
Eavesdrop. Okay, I see what he's saying. I will then speak. I'll just say, I'm just standing here talking to you. I'm not gonna go in the room because you told me not to. So.
Yes. But a most private conversation is happening in that room. One of which your ears should not hear. For it is one of privacy. Please step away or step past me.
I will let him know I don't understand anything outside of the language that we're currently speaking. And so I would not know what was going on inside.
I'm afraid that is an irrelevancy.
She will point out she doesn't understand what that word means.
It does not matter that the wind blows, but that it does.
Anyway, the wind blows, Matt. She's gonna look back at the door, and then she's gonna look back at him and be like, are you doing some shady business on a train that you have no business doing? Do I need to go report you to the guards?
It would be quite puzzling how you would report them, given your lack of dialect.
I will let him know I have a translator in the other cart or somewhere, and he's wearing a red hat.
Leave me out of this.
I believe I saw that individual when I was approaching the dining car. I suggest you go to him and continue translating.
I will say, make me.
I just hope I'm not walking into this at this point.
Amaris doesn't know what we're
this would be happening as you are crossing the sleeping car.
Unless Amaris can all of a sudden speak Abyssal.
So while I'm walking through this, y'all are having this argument.
Well, Tommy looks relaxed. She does not look like she's arguing at all.
The
body language.
He knows what Abyssal is like. He probably doesn't know. I don't know.
The ninja-looking person from before approaches Kami.
I heard that all the way over here. I know that was mine. I know that. If it's loud enough to hear, I know it was him. Hers is you accidentally step in it. That's the only way you'll know.
He will extend a hand out, palm up. In the palm of his hand are a quartet of platinum coins.
4 platinum coins. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at him. Look at his hand. I'm gonna look behind me and look behind him. Look back at his hand. Look back at him and go, "What is this for?"
Cooperation requires incentive.
Oh, you're trying to buy me. Well, I am kind of cheap. But 4 platinum is not going to do it. I get more than that in a week. About 10 gold coins.
Sorry, you wanted 10 gold coins?
No. Matt was asking me how much Thomas pays Kami, and I said 10 gold coins. That's the day.
I'm just going to
Or
like to
Thomas.
say,
It's okay. Thomas is apparently built these things.
Yeah, that's 10 gold coins a day, in case people were wondering.
so
It was
platinum a
5
day.
gold coins a day, but he increased it to 10, so.
I'd like to be in the dining car. I don't want to deal with this.
Well, at this point, you'd be, I'd say, about here. Unless you're moving at beyond a walking pace.
No, I'm just walking normally, regretfully.
Okay.
Before you normally noticing there are
It is unfortunate that you refuse the glittering that is which not gold.
With computer chips. I love these dad jokes.
It's
point out that
it's unfortunate the level of inebriation that you must have.
offering for your services.
I mean, I don't care what Amaro thinks.
Could I get a acrobatics or athletics roll from you as he makes a quick motion to grab you?
No. Because it's not self-defense if I dodge. It's assault if I attack first, but if he grabs me, it's self-defense.
I don't want to be dragged. You know what? I'm just going to walk away. You're dragging yourself into this one. I ain't getting dragged down with you.
He's like, nope. I'm just nope.
Not doing it.
Not
He
today,
doesn't do
Hellspawn.
anything lethal. I won't intervene.
Boy! Hey! Like, you know your fat fuck.
And he's a growing boy. Okay.
He weighs 30 pounds now.
He eats enough for a whole football team. I'm pretty sure. He was getting 2 scoops, and then he would go and bring me his bowl and be like, "Papa, I want some more." So,
Lisa, can I have some more?
Please, sir. I'm so hungry.
Oh, I could certainly use that. What was it? It's not self. It's self-defense if you dodge.
It's not self-defense if she just dodges and the guy tried to grab her first.
yeah. It's assault if I hit him first, but it's self-defense if he grabs me first.
So does that mean you're just accepting the fact that he's going to grab you?
Oh, yes. I am letting him grab me.
Okay.
Because again, I cannot do anything if he doesn't.
You
Okay.
can't kill it.
Well, I wasn't going to kill him. Take a finger or two. Add it to our
Okay.
jar collection.
In that case, when he grabs you, I will need a Constitution saving throw as you feel a tiny prick.
He poisoned me. I don't even think I'm very good.
It's the bad touch.
Okay, you were asking Ro to kill you.
Yeah, but that's later.
That's later.
Constitution. This becomes bad. I can already feel it in my marrow. What's that? Either I don't know where it's at. Oh, it was in my face the whole entire time, and I just couldn't see it.
Good girl. She's a good girl. What's up, Papa?
A dirty 20, sir.
Okay. Dirty 20, huh?
Dirty 20.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate for this guy.
You said unfortunate or fortunate?
It's unfortunate for this guy. You feel a wave of mild nausea that has a bit of a pleasant buzz to it, but it passes quickly.
I'm gonna like, what's that thing? Sway a little bit.
Dude, were you trying to roofie me, girl?
And then grab onto his shoulder and be like, you. And this time when I'm talking to him, I'm gonna say it in Infernal. And I'm gonna ask him if he just tried to poison me.
You're very hungry.
As assuredly as the sun will rise, as he moves you along.
Wait, he speaks abyssal and infernal?
Oh, I thought you said it in Infernal?
Yeah, she switched to Infernal.
Yeah, I
Oh,
said
never
that
mind.
last part.
He did not respond like that then, because he does not know Infernal.
Okay, so I will make the first hit.
Okay, well, as a part of the grapple and such, he is dragging you, which is something you can do when you've grappled a person.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine because I let him grapple me.
Okay.
There's no food in there, Titan. I mean there is, but those are my foods.
Before you go into your self-defense though, Nikos and Ro, any like I know Nikos you were mulling some stuff over. I know Ro you were eating.
And playing cards with the bunny. Again, as far as I'm aware, nothing shady's going down, so I've got no reason to move.
Okay.
The bunny with 12K in her house. And that's the bunny.
Nikos, how about yourself? I know you were kind of mulling over the bits of information.
Yeah, it was like, okay, should I bother asking them if something's wrong, or... But I'm like, nah, they already are suspicious, so I don't want to raise them anymore. It's like, he'll just keep that in his mind.
Ow.
And kind of like privately mention it to Wildbear, like, just so you're aware, I have a feeling that something's going to be happening soon. Maybe within a day, maybe within hours. Just be aware. Just be ready.
Thank you. I knew leaving the forest wasn't exactly the best idea. Something always happens outside the forest.
As is life.
Okay. Ambrose, as you're walking to leave, you see the a named guy you spoke to earlier, doing essentially the bouncer I have your arm drag to Kami, taking her towards the dining car.
I'll just follow 10 feet away, just bemused by this, because Kami is a known drunk.
Okay.
You say you're just gonna follow?
I don't know what happened beforehand. I don't know if she's in the right or not.
Okay, Kami. You mentioned you were going to strike out.
Yeah. Take my dagger and I'm gonna stab him.
Okay. Feel free to give a to hit roll.
Ooh, bitch, get out the way.
This is my food, not y'all. Guess that you just got to see the don't you dare. Sit. Do it. I would hate to have to end you. Well, now it shows up.
I would hate to have to clean up my thing because you ate one of them first.
$26. Damn. Okay. Okay, yeah, you successfully stab.
I guess my hand's gonna be forced.
Let me go when I stab him.
Depends how much damage you do.
It's not going to be much. I promise you that. The dagger. It could have been mean. Something a lot more heavier. We'll go with black. Bet on black. So 6 is the damage.
It was how much damage?
6.
Am I just missing the number?
6.
Okay. Okay. Your blade impacts something hard underneath the armor, but you're able to move to the side and past it to actually get him. And he'll let you go.
Did your mama ever tell you not to put your hands on a woman? And I'll say that in abyssal. And then I'll say, not only did you put your hands on me, you tried to poison me as well. I take it as a mighty big offense that you had attempted to do so.
A woman is only a man without the parts.
Well, you're very close to losing yours.
It is fortunate that you are less venomous than myself.
Then I'm a lesser what?
Less venomous.
Venomous?
Yes.
Less
AKA,
venomous.
you didn't have a poison dagger. You stabbed it with a normal dagger.
Oh. Yeah, I got fucking manners, asshole. I like to fight fair, or at least if I think the other guy's gonna fight fair.
That particular question has already been answered. If you'll excuse me, like the seasons, I must leave.
Yeah,
He'll attempt to move past you and just go and lean against this door. There'll be a tiny bit of red where you poked him, unless of course Armros are going to immediately do something.
So he was dragging Kami in a bouncer, like a bouncer. Kami decided to stab him. This sounds like Kami. This sounds like Kami when drinking.
Kami doesn't attack when she's drinking.
I didn't say that you do things like that.
Not when she's drinking.
I didn't say because you're drinking that you do that. I just said you do things like that, and you drink. So I can believe.
She drinks, yeah, but she never fights when she's drinking, unless like she had drank and then we're we enter combat, but that can't be helped.
So right now,
Kami will exit the cart though.
Okay.
So while she's walking away, I will actually stop this guy.
Yes, Umbright. How may I help you?
You want to explain what I just witnessed?
She was near a conversation which was not for her ears, and she would not move.
I don't know his motives. I hear rumors about something valuable in the bank car. These people are dark and mysterious and are trying to have secret conversations. I won't stop him anymore. And then I will just simply state, I hope that conversation doesn't involve that bank car. And then keep moving.
I'll give a slight bow and then move to go and lean against the door. Okay, Kami, you have entered the dining car.
I'll hit to row.
Okay.
Kind of aggressively sit down, pushing the bunny to the side.
Oh, that wasn't very nice. What'd she do to you?
In the language that he can speak, I will go, I wasn't trying to be nice. But if you don't want the information I found, then I can just excuse myself. And she'll go to make like she's getting up.
No, by all means.
Ninja people are up to nothing. Apparently there's an item that they're after? Was it an item that they were after, or an item they already had in their possession?
I believe the line was that the cargo has been confirmed.
Okay. That and it was like a god relic, right?
You didn't hear that particular rumor?
Okay, that's fair. In which case, I would be like, there's a relic, or not a relic, a cargo that's been confirmed by those two bad guys, the ninja guys, who had some stupid code that they were going around trying to get people to say. If you want to send your buddy in there to go, investigate. And then I'll tell them how far down in the next cart and which room they are.
Okay then. I suppose we can check it out. You coming with, or is this just me?
Oh yeah, she'll get up and come with, and then she'll also let Ro know in the same language that he speaks, and be like, not Elven. I'm pretty sure. Do we have a language in common?
Moogle.
Oh yeah, so in Moogle, she'd be like, the guy also tried to poison me, so I stabbed him.
Making friends wherever you go.
Always. I'm the friendly sort. You just burped in my face. It's adorable. Yes, you are. No, I'm not sharing my food, though.
I'm just going to walk up behind Kami at this point, cough slightly, and ask what that was about.
She's gonna say an infernal, none of your damn business, and go back into the other cart, assuming that Ro is behind her.
So we're going to the alternative sleeper car?
Yep.
Fine.
And Ro will just shrug and like, I don't know what's going on. Follow her.
What? I'm moving myself. Hey! Oh, I'm moving too far. After me. I don't come begging for your food when you're eating.
Speaking of begging food, is there some left?
Yeah. I don't come begging for your food when you're
eat
eating.
it before Titan snatches one of yours.
Amros? Are you just kind of like shrugging and going, eh?
I'm just going to shrug, hang out in this place for a bit before just going back to my cabin, and we'll stay there the rest of the day.
Okay. Nikos, a number of minutes after the quartet of guards has left, there is a person that is passing by heading towards the bait car. Looks like this.
Do they seem to be in a hurry?
They seem to be in a little bit of a hurry, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you're doing? Yes, sir.
Don't come over here.
Someone's
Like heading towards the bank car, right?
Unless you stop them, they're going to continue on by you.
You heard that, right? Are they running to the bank car?
They're more.
Or they're moving to the bank car?
They're just more walking at a purposeful pace
Towards the bank car, right?
towards the bank car. Yeah.
And I imagine people aren't, quote, allowed in the bank car, yes?
It is restricted. Yeah.
In a bit of a hurry.
Yes.
To the bank car.
Yes.
No.
Did he see a sigil of, like, guard on this person or anything like that? Of the solemn guard?
You, since you were actually looking for it, you do see a it's hanging from her belt, but you do see the symbol of the guard. It's tied to a slip of rolled paper.
No.
Hypothetical read of intentions of, like... Okay, actually, question. Could Nikos figure out if this is them being nervous of getting caught or nervous of something else? Is that possible to discern or no?
What, nervousness? I thought you asked about a sigil.
Oh, I did. It's just that. Yeah, I saw. Okay, sigil of a guard.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just I'm also leaping
Or are you
from
wondering
there.
if the person is nervous?
Nikos is assuming they're nervous about something.
Okay.
Because moving a bit quick, so his thinking is, okay, they're either with the guard and just got some news, or they're in disguise and trying not to tip people off. That's essentially what he's trying to figure out.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you can make an insight check if you're wanting to discern this person's state.
And as he's discerning this, he will also ask the dragonkin. My apologies. It's just there are many weird events happening today, and I'm just trying to keep my head above water, as keep myself abreast, as it were. And want to know if there's any problems I should be aware of.
There is no problem, except that my concern has been proven right, and that no one listens to me.
Oh?
I had voiced concern about using this rail as transit, as it would attract rumor and attention. And clearly it has gotten people talking.
Yes. It has. But yeah, the Insight 19.
Insight 19, she is... She is concerned that whatever's in the bank car is under threat, and that there is a bit of doubt as to the
security of it.
The current capability of the guardsmen.
I see. Well, as a concerned citizen, should you need assistance, I'm willing to assist.
I had assumed that you are already under some kind of contract. Guardsmanship, I had assumed, of the one next to you.
Oh no, a bit of a freelance, as it were. Though I assure you, with what I and a few of my other compatriots are most likely seeing and or doing, something might be happening in 5, 4, 3, 2. And that's when we got to Row and all of them. I don't know, unless you had more to add, because honestly, I don't know.
But
It's like.
You are in Aura.
Jalen, yes. How can I help you?
If you are not already under contract, then I would appreciate knowing your price.
No price needed. Though it might be negotiable now after this, but he'll stand to his more full height. Though as an ex-Ember, it does come with the territory.
I thought I sensed a great skill from you. I am under contract not to speak what is in the car. And he gestures towards the banking car.
Of course.
What I can say is that it was purchased by a very powerful person, a CEO, as I understand.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Nikos will try to keep the straightest face he can.
I myself have been contracted. Since you do not give me price, I can choose a minimum one to officially document to subcontract you to assist my guards in this car.
If you wish, then. And he'll give his smile, like, and it's like, oh, and just to verify information that I think that the players had learned is that the Solemn Guard is somewhat financed by Pezier, right?
The Solemn Guard is a kind of unified guard force that that Solemn as a whole can use. Versus Pege, as one of the powerhouses, can also use the Sullen Guard.
Okay. But yes, he will just smile and nod, smile and nod. Like, yes, I can help.
She'll give a short, curt nod. If you will excuse me, I must berate the people that I am paid to command.
Of course.
After she enters the other area. Stop sleeping on job. You have no idea how hard it was not to say this one.
Well, you're using your Saba voice.
Yeah.
This one does not know what is wrong with Khajiit. Khajiit did not. Again, it's filthy. Go on.
Okay.
I wish I had message instead of sending.
Well, Barry, look at you. It sounds like he said something that, or she said something that hit a nerve.
Hypothetically, if it's I'm doing some thinking, they mentioned a CEO. And if it's the CEO that I'm thinking of, which this person does have access to, then I don't know if we should be helping them, or in a much quieter voice, or helping the others. Or no, or secret option C, no one. So yes, that will just be what Nikos is doing. Ah! Just screaming on the inside. I need more info!
Working on it.
Screaming internally.
Well, actually, to be fair, it is our raw, so it's more like raging eternally.
Okay,
Raging into.
Tomas, are you wanting to engage the Lady of Cards further?
Oh no, I think I've successfully, quit when you're ahead. I've made like 20K on this woman.
Yeah, I was surprised considering her sheer skill level. I thought we'd give you a run for your money.
I will say it was a match with mine, but with the King of Diamonds, I had the tactical advantage.
Nice.
Plus, you gave me the advantage deck, so. Alrighty. But no, I'll finish my dinner, and then maybe I'll go make my way to go find whatever Kami's up to.
Okay.
See if she wants to try on this necklace. I'll sell it to you cheap. Only 12,000.
Only 12,000.
And it's a red diamond, not a ruby.
Do you know the difference?
Pretty sure it's 20. No.
What is a red diamond but another form of ruby?
Well, diamonds are forever. No, they're not. When they combine with sapphires, they become garnets.
Okay.
Diamonds can combine with humans and become Stevens.
Okay, from the looks of it, Kami and Ro are in one of the sleeper cars.
Yeah, we went down to where Kami last saw those guys, and I made some checks to be kind of studying them while they're talking.
Okay, well, I see that your tokens are actually, like, in
the sleeper car. Isn't that where the guys are? That's what it looks like. Them, Blank and the other.
Yeah. It looks like you're actually in one of the other rooms.
Well, I don't see any room dividers. That's.
Oh, this is like a wall, and the silver and the golden door handles there that go into the sleeping compartments. It looks like you're actually.
I see the sleeping compartments. I didn't see it.
Why?
Oh, the gray wall right there.
Okay, I kind of see it.
So it looks fairly well defined for.
When I'm zoomed in, yeah, I was looking at it on this one, and it's like, yeah, it looks like it could have been part of the floor.
Okay, but yeah, Thomas will bid his leave.
Okay.
So I have no way of seeing these guys then.
If well, you'd have to like be in the hall or be glancing around through a door. In terms of looking at Blank, the masked woman and the Nikos that followed her are actually in one of the sleeper rooms.
Okay, well, we'll be hanging out, just kind of half in, half out of the room, kind of like the door open, standing in the hallway, kind of casual.
Okay.
Got Rosara right about there.
Okay.
And I'll be borrowing her vision, so maybe I can actually look into the room.
The vision is rather blurry. You'd be at disadvantage.
Oh, because of the Nephesite, right. And her detective ability and shit's not going to... Would the Nephesite affect her vision? So would the Nephesite affect her vision?
Well, you are it is a quote unquote making her sick, but as a familiar, I know it's more of a magical link thing.
Okay. Well, she has keen senses as far as that goes. So that'll offset that.
Yeah.
That's a 17 on her stealth check.
Okay.
Ooh. 18, 23 on her perception checks for me to be able to see through her eyes to be able to do the things I was doing.
Okay.
To be, kind of like mousing a little bit, so looking innocent enough. Yeah, she's just, doing what animals do.
Okay. As you're like kind of half in and half out, I'll give you your information in a moment. Thomas, since they are not like cloaked or anything, you will be able to see Ro and Kami kind of like half in a doorway. Actually, and you're profiling Blank.
I made 3 rolls, 1 for each guy, assuming that from Rosara's position I can see the other 2. Otherwise, yeah, just Blank.
Yeah, the other 2 are behind a closed door.
Okay, the door is actually closed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess you just look at the first roll for profile and the first roll for insight then, because I can't see the other 2.
I know I'm not really supposed to be giving like CR. I know it's supposed to be like class and levels. I guess you could approximate it.
Well, I mean, give whatever you think is appropriate. The ability says I get class and levels, so
yeah.
However you want to handle that.
A clearly trained-looking fighter. We're looking at the CR 9 to 10 range. Okay. Judging by the weight distribution on the armor, it appears to have some sort of heavy inserts in the armor itself. As for what particularly, you can't actually see the material. You can just see the effect that it has on the armor, how the armor is strapped. The general style of clothing is from Ustrina.
Which I believe we already figured.
Along with the style of weaponry, if the sheaths are any indication. The person looks like they can give quick blows that would equate to a fair amount of damage. It doesn't give you HP or anything, does it?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, that's just general insight. Okay, the person clearly has a strong sense of duty, and a kind of gentle warriorness about them, meaning that unless you are a combatant, he will try basically try to inflict the minimal harm required unless you're someone that he's actually fighting.
Okay.
What else? Judging by just the sense you're getting off of him, there is a bit of a scholarly, spiritual bent to him. Not that he is a spirit, but that he is not completely martial in their training and such.
Mm.
Okay. So can I tell that Ro is doing his is Ro doing his thing where he's looking through?
As I understand it, it's not exactly obvious.
But he doesn't stare out from the spacer.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's looking somewhat distracted. But I was gonna see if I need to make a deceit check or something to look like I was talking to Kami.
Yeah, you'd need a deception check if you wanted to play it off.
Because we're trying to be casual about this.
Like it.
Okay.
Oh damn! Okay.
Yeah, nat 20, motherfucker.
Does Thomas know that? Holy shit! How is your deception higher than mine?
I have a charisma of 21, and then I have a luck stone that gives me +1 to all skill checks.
Yeah, but I also have a charisma of 21.
You shouldn't have a charisma of 21 unless you somehow found a way to break the cap at 20.
I did.
When you guys
But I also have the luck stone, which gives me +1 on top of that.
when everybody went through the arc, how many Thomas and Rose they got to go over 20?
Okay, that was both of us? Okay, well, either way, I still got the +1 luck stone. Which means my effective skill bonus is +16.
Okay.
Because magic.
Well, that's fair. I mean, I suppose technically, if we were in an opposed skill check, I could just make you re-roll your d20. So, but yeah. So I guess Thomas then is oblivious to the fact that you're doing that.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
But you still see them.
Yeah.
They're not cloaked or anything.
Well, yeah. Thomas is gonna come up and be like, "So what's going on, guys?" Oh, I bought I got a house.
Okay.
On the second floor.
Okay. Like, Tommy's like, well, I don't understand the concept.
Oh, I won a house in a game of a card.
Oh.
You know, just like 50 or so years ago, how I won the Den of Sin.
There repeats itself. So.
I know. I should have asked her if she had a casino on the second floor so I could take that. We can start franchising.
Well, you can always turn the house you want into a casino.
I don't know if they'll be okay with that if it's residential zoning.
Probably not.
I mean,
Can
typically,
you hear through her too?
I don't know if you've
I'm
driven
all my
around
senses are her senses.
any of the areas where they're talking about putting a casino right now and seeing the casino signs in Richmond.
And it's like, I get the feeling that they would object.
Okay, and I believe you had a perception roll earlier that I'm not seeing here. I see
Yeah, it was
insights.
23 perception.
David, what is the good look score of the gentleman in the hall?
He's wearing full body armor. I don't know if you'd be able to get a good look score on him.
Yeah. Tommy's gonna be like,
And it's like, if you can't see his face, that, I don't know how you can rate him.
The guy in full armor down there. Oh, are you encouraging me to go tap that?
I certainly am.
Thomas will look over and be like,
Does Sierra want to get close to the microphone if she's going to be having in-character conversations?
Actually, you're on 1 to 10 scale, so sorry. Let me roll that correctly. Make that a D10. Redux. Oh, damn, okay.
well, damn.
Well, I mean, it is.
He is holding his body in such a way.
You can see the muscles like bulging through the leather.
Oh, well, I will, Thomas will go strut down the hall. His wings are out from under the cloak a bit. And what? They're siblings, Sierra.
I know. But that's what the lioness does to the lion when she wants sex. Bites him in the balls.
No, my baby doesn't even know what sex is.
Keep telling yourself that.
She doesn't even know what sex is. All she knows is that sometimes her brother and other dogs jump on her back, and then Daddy immediately screams no and beats those animals within an inch of their lives. Because Daddy protects his little princess. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Okay, but now, Daddy is going to go seduce the guard. Walk up and bite the guard on the balls. So Thomas will walk down and using his oh. toxic, is it?
They use it on birds.
Keep out of reach of children. Doesn't have any warnings, though. It just says, do not use with chlorine bleach. That specifically says, do not use with chlorine bleach. No, it's not. Oh, God. Here is trying to kill us. Yes, I do.
That's what they use. They put it in dishwater.
And they apparently used to about kill themselves. So Thomas is gonna walk up and he's gonna be like, that's not what Thomas is gonna say. That's Titan gonna say. Tom, I really don't have a good one-liner here. He's gonna say, well, I must be lost. Or you must be lost. My cabin is back this way. And I guess I will roll for a persuasion to charm him. Is that charm in this game?
Yeah, persuasion will be as close as you get.
Where is it? That's a 27.
$27? Okay. Okay. Which of you? Give me a minute. Okay.
What was that?
The rock could be coaxed to move. If your syrupy words were backed up by something a bit more tangible.
Was that a you'll sleep with me if I'll pay you? Or does he have a free hand, or is both of his hands taken up and stuff?
Oh, both of his hands are free. He's just leaning against the door.
I will advise any children who are listening to this stream, one, you shouldn't be listening to this stream because this is about to get inappropriate. Eric, please cover your ears.
Oh, shit.
Fuck you too.
Thomas will, if the guy doesn't object, guide the guy's hand to his hard dick and be like, is that tangible enough for you? Hashtag gay flirting.
And that's as far as we can take that before Twitch shuts down my channel.
What is he eating?
Hey.
If he's making opposed rolls, I would like to know I don't have to know the total score. I just would like to know the d20.
He is...
Don't you have to decide? You don't actually get to see the d20 on your reroll, do you?
I cannot right now. Oh, that's true. It does say I can spend luck point. Well, actually, specifically says an attack, so hey,
Yeah.
it's not an attack. Okay. Is he re-rolling against me, or am I re-rolling against him? Or is my 27 the same?
Your one moment. Let me roll. Let me actually roll this thing right here. Oh!
Well,
I mean, you
Wow.
roll a 27 though.
good effort. He rolled the nat 20, Sierra. It was not enough. Never enough. Titan's trying to get your sock from us. Good, don't worry. I need a new sock. That's fine. I need to buy new socks anyway.
He looks like he's taking a few. You can see him basically killing. I need to say guard here, but there's Dicto. And you're under the impression that his duty is strong. However, you are really putting that to the test. And he looks over at you, gives with his unoccupied hand. He will give two soft regular knocks and then a quick knock to the door that he's leaning against.
Hmm. Call your boy. Austin. Austin! There, I got to drop your sock. Bring me that sock.
Okay. Okay, Triss. I am uncertain if the whisper here will break or not. So, oh, that answers. Shoot. Trish, you mind if I post what you hear in the open, or would you prefer it whisper?
Up to you.
Okay. For reading clarity, I will try to embolden the dialogue shifts. Oh, that failed. Oh no, that it didn't embolden them. It did the other thing. Okay. Okay. As for the knock response, okay. Since you're close to the door, and you'll really hear this too via Rosara, there will be a return of 3 soft knocks. Blank, as that's what I have him currently named as, will turn to more face you, Thomas. It appears that my shackles are broken, and that I may walk freely.
Everyone returned to Kami. It's like, well, I was learning stuff, but Tom, just walked away with the guy I was actually gleaning information from. So, oops.
What you were hearing was through the door.
I know.
Okay.
But I was also, gauging stuff based on how he was reacting and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Upside, Thomas has removed the guard. You can move yourself to one of the first classrooms if you'd like.
Yeah, but I'm not sure removing the guard necessarily helps me, aside from letting me walk the bunny closer, which...
It's true.
Which I guess now I have to do. We're outside the door, so you can hear anything.
Okay. Okay, you'll hear the mass-tinged person kind of just breathing as if waiting for a response. And then the other voice will, after a moment, speak up. I see your point. I do have something I wish to voice, though. The metallic tinged voice will go on, assuming it's not a concern about the general patrons of this place. I believe we can handle anything here. Well, in a way it is. There are two particular people that I believe we need to be concerned about. One is for lack of a better term, priest or crusader of some sort from the Holy Republic of Umbra. While I do not know this person personally, I have heard of his deeds from the time when I was in that particular portion of the world. I don't believe that they would have a complete understanding of what we're doing, and thus, if our plan goes through, they will undoubtedly investigate, and so we'll have a follower of Bahamut to deal with. I know your opinion on the gods. I personally believe that their influence to some degree is still here, and I would not want, well, the attention of even a fragment of such power directed towards us or the Empire. And the second This one I don't know for certain, but the snow-haired woman that came on board with the man in the red hat. There's something familiar about her. Like,
Sierra, you got a fan club.
a
What'd you say?
a description
You apparently have a fan club.
that I had gotten once from a old lady, and then again from a historian matches it. I believe she is a descendant of the great pirate captain. Now you may think that means she could be paid to look away, but as I have not heard about any recent grand pirates of the sea outside of the surrounding desert area at the moment, I can only presume that this descendant has turned a leaf.
I will point out, my last title is mercenary.
And what concern would you have about a descendant? My ancestor was a farmer. Clearly, that has had no special bearing on me, outside of a slight familiarity with agriculture. There'll be a pause for a moment. You can presume that the other person is giving her a little bit of a look. Apparently, you have not heard all the stories or the songs. The power that I heard must be something passed by blood, to have the ability to conquer the sea-dwelling folk, or at least into submission, and to absorb all enemies that have come across, isn't anything a mere mortal can do. I suspect that, like some that I've heard, that she has been touched at some point by, well,
The gods.
the gods. Or at least whatever residual still exists. A form of higher blood, as it were. Next, you'll be telling me that the man in the red hat is something to be feared.
Fuck you too.
There will not be a verbal response to this. That the metal tinge voice will speak up. If you had said something, you'd be right.
Somebody gives me some respect around it.
Which leads you to believe, if the man in the red hat is with this white-haired woman that you speak of, then there has to be a certain gravity to them, one which I can't entirely ignore. And while I may not put as much stock in the divine as you do, I do know that powers of healing and manipulating the mist exist regardless. Ranton is away at the moment. I don't know with whom. I hope he's eliminating a threat. But that being said, I think I will have a discussion with this crusader that you spoke of. I suggest you, I don't know, do some man hanging with the man in the red hat if he's around the white-haired woman. We can get some information that way. Perhaps persuade them to go to bed.
Yeah, that
a wee bit early so they won't interfere. You'll hear some muted footsteps, as the sound has been kind of muted since Rizal was in the other side area. Then the footsteps will stop. Just remember, don't touch the cargo with your bare hands. If this goes as we expect, an artifact of such power should be dealt with cautiously. As I understand it, it's going to be utilized in our latest designs, so be careful with it and don't get yourself killed. All right.
Well, it's two more people that seem to believe it's an artifact.
I have gloves, so it should be fine. So we'll meet when Claustra is beyond the clouds, then. Yes. And keep your eye out for any other things that could interfere with our activities. The door will begin to open.
Rosario will scamper back.
Go through the first class car. I'm going to second car for a bit. The man, this image. The masked woman will. Oops. Will leave rather together silently.
As I would expect from a ninja.
And she'll go back to the dining car.
Okay, so I will go round up the others so I can inform them that these guys are going to be moving tonight, and it's going to be a three-pronged approach, so we're going to need to figure out who's best deployed where.
Where are you wanting to gather folks to have this conversation?
One of the private rooms, since we have so many of those.
Okay. I guess I would say Amarus's or Kit Kats, but they kind of have the same room at the moment.
Would I be able to convince the ninja into some kinky stuff?
With that 27, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like tying him up to the bed.
Oh. So training. Got it.
Yeah. I'm gonna tie him up to the bed.
Sure. You won't mind that, considering, escaping ropes and such. He is confident that if he needs to, he can just kind of get out of it, because he's a ninja. That being said, as you are gathering people, are you intending to interrupt Thomas?
Nope. I'll leave him be. Nothing else, I don't know where he went, and I'm not, don't need to find him.
Okay.
Tommy will go retrieve Thomas.
Oh, well, I guess we are worried about him then, okay.
Well, you're going to want the party, so there's no point in excluding Thomas.
Nikos, are you going to join in with this meeting, or not? Well, I know you
he's
have come
very
up with
much
some extra
joining
thoughts
this.
for all I know.
So what?
And for all I know, you could have come up with some extra thoughts while you've been pondering. So.
Oh no, Nikos has probably been running through okay, what do we do with all this information? How do I verify this without doing all this?
And then Rose shows up with all the information you needed.
But yeah, is it?
Well, at least some of it. It's like, oh, I would like to add an addendum to that. Oh, good, because I would like to add an addendum to that information.
Okay. Well, in that case, then, if you don't mind, I will move you into what I presume will be the meeting room. Amrosh, do you mind your room being used as a meeting room?
I don't have much of a choice in this, but I'm just going to be sitting on the bed, cross-legged with my eyes closed.
Okay. Kami, you said you're going to be going over to the to Thomas's door to get him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever she knocks on the door, Thomas will have the ninja fully bound up. And he'll hold on 1 second. And he will go open the door fully so that Tommy can see that he has the ninja bound up. And be like, did you need me for something? Or did you want to do anything with this guy? And then point back. He's going to say that in Celestial Pig Latin.
We can't hear you, Sierra. Still can't hear you.
She's going to shake her head no and then be like, come on, it's time for dinner. And Thomas is going to be like, Thomas will look back and be like, yeah, but he's all tied up. I would normally say I'm a little tied up right now, but it actually is him tonight. Do you want to tighten the ropes down just to make sure he doesn't get away?
I still think that.
Fair enough. Wait, hold on. Does he have a stab mark from where Tommy stabbed him?
It was like it's like a tiny poke. It's as if he got a small, as if he got a small puncture.
Okay. Then, yep. Should I let... He'll ask her in Celestial Pig Latin. Should I let him go? Okay. Thomas will turn back to the guy and come and be like, yeah, I apparently have to go with my friend here. So he's gonna like toss the guy's pants back to him and be like, we'll have to pick this up again later. Cricket, cricket, cricket.
No, I just had to think about how he'd phrase his response. Okay.
Brian's in getting here around 9:30. Don't know how you can handle that.
Well, I may take a 6-minute break because we have to meet the car then.
Because I wasn't sure if you want to go on break or just call it early.
I was going to have to go to bed soon anyway.
Okay. As the train goes, so much to you, I see.
Don't worry, you can come back in like 20 minutes and finish whatever crap now we're about to do.
Thomas like looks over at Kami and is like, you could join us.
The moment is long, but by then it may have passed.
Only if you allow it, but your brother.
My dear friend, if the moment has passed by then, I will be very sorely disappointed that you went and jerked off without me. And then he will say, enchanté, or something of the equivalent to walk out, following Kami.
The real question is, are you dressed?
He's not wearing a shirt. He had taken his coat off, so he is just him, his abs and his wings, walking down the hall, and with pants on.
Okay. Given what you were doing, I wasn't entirely certain what your state of dress was.
The other guy was completely naked.
Okay. In which case, you would have noticed what looks like old battle damage around his throat.
Oh. He was honorable. And the honor I was about to take from him.
You would also have noticed, if you had disrobed him, that his armor, in places, is in fact hot.
Interesting.
Hot?
Hot, not hot. Are we calling it here then, before our group meeting?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with continuing on after the cars moved. After Brian gets here, if you guys are,
I just don't know how long it's going to take.
Yeah, because like I had intended like a portion.
Because by the time we're with him getting here at that point, by the time we're done, it would be when we're normally stopping anyway.
Shoot.
So yay, nothing was accomplished this week.
Maybe for you.
No, we
story-wise, not you sticking your dick in things.
Hey, and just stick my dick in things. I got a house. I got
not necessarily.
necklace.
And plus, there could be more to this, especially if it's Pezier that hired these people.
Hmm.
So, we could be dealing with an outside, like a third faction, or something, who knows.
Alrighty. Good night, everyone.
You have a good night.
Alright. Good night, you guys.